And I think we're live. We're live, son. And we're back after a 2-week break. We're back.
Back stronger.
Build back better. Yeah, obviously we took a break just because it was the international break. Obviously, not really a lot of kind of fantasy interest going on. So we thought we'd just skip that week. But that's it now. That's it for international breaks. And I put in the description we're heading into the busy Christmas period now, son.
But I was thinking, is it the end of the international breaks? Because what's going on with these World Cup playoffs?
Yeah, but they're not till
they have to compete in.
Yeah, they're not till oh mate, don't get me started. They're not till March, I don't think. So there's a long.
Okay. Yeah. Christmas, like you said, Christmas is packed anyway, isn't it? So it's like games. It's like we're gonna have double game weeks probably.
I don't know if they are. I don't know if they will.
Well, maybe not. Maybe not doubles, but a game on like Tuesday night. Yeah.
Yeah,
we'll finish. Is Champions League finished?
Group stage. Nah. It's like one game left in it. One game left, I think.
Yeah, and then we're into it. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, it's all systems going. Obviously, a lot can change between now and this is like a big key period for fantasy because a lot of games coming up. A lot of rotations in the teams and injuries and so on, and then obviously the second wild card kicks in for the first plan. So we're slowly creeping towards that date. So we won't really bother talking about internationals. You just touched on Italy. Italy fucked it. Jorginho missed a pen. England just smashed San Marino and fucking it's just it just doesn't get me excited. Do you know what I mean?
Nah, not at all.
But the playoffs will be good at least. I mean, I'm a bit annoyed they're Italy in it, but at least it will actually be interesting.
Yeah, I think there is some seedings for it. I think so. You should be all right. But then again, you didn't qualify for the last World Cup, did you? Was it the last one?
No, I didn't qualify for the last one. Nah, and we just won the Euro, so it would be a joke if we mess this one up as well. Jorginho missed a pen in both matches against Switzerland, the home and away, and we drew both of them. So. Yeah, he's not in my good books at the moment, not at all.
He's not in your team this week, then, no?
Nah. Although I made one transfer like during the game week last week, 2 weeks ago. So unless I'm that's all I've done at the moment. So I need to decide whether I'm going to take a minus or not. Basically, yeah. I don't know about you.
I can't actually remember what I've done. It was 2 weeks ago was the last time I looked at it, to be honest, and. I don't think I've done anything, so I might have a cheeky transfer up my sleeve. We'll have to have a look in a minute.
Yeah, well, yeah. Anyone watching, let us know and give the video a like, and let us know what transfers you made going into this week. Should we get into it? Do you want to share your screen?
Yeah.
Yes. So, one thing I wanted to touch on, with it being after the international break, is the kind of injury situation. I saw some news today that Kevin De Bruyne has COVID, so he has to isolate for 10 days. But I think that there's some other injuries as well that are worth noting.
You think that, because isn't the rules now if you're double jabbed, you don't have to isolate? Surely all the players are double jabbed. Or maybe it's different for sport.
I think there was an actual stat that Premier League players, it was like 65% of something or something. So they're not, but yeah, I don't think they all are. Yes, Pernell.
Yep.
Yeah. Not made any changes yet. Pernell's had a bad few weeks. So you and him were both beating me 6-2 in our head-to-heads at one stage, and now we're 6-5 now. I've won 3 in a row, and with you, there's a bit more of a gap, I think, in there. But it's been a tough few weeks for the Pernster. But you smashed me last week, is it?
Looks like it. Yeah, 67.
I actually did Did I do all right? I feel like I did better than average, but 67 was a huge score.
If I remember rightly, now I think it was a low-scoring week, but we both put James captain, didn't we?
Yeah, true.
Yeah, and then I think the Arsenal boys are the ones that boosted me up.
Mate, Aubameyang, what a plonker!
You put him in as well, didn't you? Live as well.
I did it live. Like I did. I don't. Even though he's got a really good goal scoring record in the Prem, it's like I've never I don't know, like he goes a bit under the radar as a goal scorer, I feel like, and I was never that convinced about putting him in the first place. But got a fucking penalty. I mean, you couldn't wish for any better than that, and yeah, missed it.
Yeah,
yeah. So yeah, that was unfortunate. So that's 7-4, which I mean, I'll to be honest, I'll take that going into this period. Yeah, there's but I need to. I can't let that gap get much bigger.
Yeah, it's not much. It doesn't take much. Like win 2 game weeks in a row, and you're nearly level, isn't it?
So 67. Let's have a look at how you manage that.
Oh, I got 75 with I spent 8 points. Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty good. That was the one thing that the one mistake I made was I was talking about on the pod when I was doing my transfers that Cancelo, and he had a huge week. He had it. What did he get? He had 2 assists and bonus or something. And
I think so. Yeah.
So I put him in. That is the transfer I made because I needed to do it before there was any price rises. Because but yeah, that I would have been better off taking a -4 in the end.
Yeah, you would have been.
Havertz has started to come good for you, isn't it?
I think now I'm getting reminded looking at the team. Yeah, basically, if you look at other than Tony, everyone scored more than 2 points. So that was a good all-round week. So they all did something. Livramento was the first game on the Friday, wasn't it?
Yeah.
As well. Did you start him? Yeah.
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
So that was a good start. And then Dean Smith got sacked off the back of that, didn't he? And now Gerrard's in.
Yeah, there's been a few managerial changes actually as well that might might change things a little bit. Definitely. Yeah, that defense is your back 5 is where you got most of your points.
We got a bit lucky with James, didn't we? Because I think didn't he get 3 bonus points, but he didn't actually do. Yeah, so Burn.
They drew 1-1.
Burnley actually, conceding at home, like fuck's sake. That's the first goal conceded from open play, isn't it? It's a joke.
That was annoying because that would have been big otherwise. But yeah, like you say, at least he did get the 3 bonus, which with just an assist and not a clean sheet, that's pretty surprising.
Yeah, it was.
It just shows how involved he is in the games at the moment, isn't it? Like he's all over it. Yeah. But yeah, good decision on both our parts in the end, not to captain Salah. Not they made a massive difference.
Not huge, but
still was the right decision. Well, Tony is. I'm a bit surprised you got him in your team, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm regretting it. I mean, it's only because it was Norwich, wasn't it? They had and they lost.
True.
And then Newcastle next. Like Everton aren't exactly playing well. I brought him in for those, and he's just done. He's only got 2 goals this season, hasn't he? And that was a while ago. He plays 90 minutes every week, and he just does nothing. So, I might have taken him out. I can't remember. We'll have a look at my team in a minute, but I'd be surprised if I kept him in.
Did you have any points on your bench?
Diaz, but I put him and Foster. Obviously, he got the save against.
I did the same with Walker, man, and he got 2 bonus. For fuck's sake.
He's your nemesis, isn't it, Walker? I swear.
Mate, when I bench him, he scores points. When I start him, he fucking doesn't play or he comes off half time. Like, he's a fucking nightmare.
So I would have actually been better off having Foster in goal, but obviously at home to Watford, you can not have Ramsdale in. So
in fact, is it Walker that I've taken out for Cancelo now? It must be.
Yeah, because when you bang on the money, I think we were chatting about it.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I did it straight away. Because, and he did go up in price as well, so I had to do it when I did it. All right, let's have a little guns at Smith Rowe. Yeah, he brought him back in, and what form? From?
Yeah, Son was the other one I brought in this week, and he didn't do anything, so that was a bit annoying. But I think with Conte there, they'll start picking up a bit. Their fixtures are still very good.
Yeah, nice. Yeah. All right, let's have a little guns at mine then. It'll be that's the defense is the difference, I think, between us. Sanchez with a -1. So I at the moment, because my sub keeper was Steele anyway, so at the moment
will come in.
Yeah.
That's fair enough.
Yeah, but I probably will get another keeps in. Anyway, I don't think it's worth taking a -4 for it. Yeah, but yeah, my back three did all right, and then Mount didn't start. I think
Yeah.
Mount didn't start, which is annoying.
Yeah, he came on for 5 minutes as well.
Yeah, so since I brought him in, he's not played and not started. So not a great start to bring him out. But he was sort of ill also in money, so I feel like this week surely he'll be back.
Yeah, he didn't feature for England, I don't think.
They get 2 -1s in the.
I know. I was just thinking, yeah, fucking hell.
Sake, like Aubameyang, if he had scored that would have been bonus points. Would have been differential. Would have been lovely, absolutely lovely stuff. But yeah, he fucked it. Rafinha
became good though.
Yeah, Rafinha's done. Yeah, Rafinha's the boy. I've been happy with that transfer.
Nice fixtures as well.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, those 2 -1s cost me because I think I still did. What was the average for the week? Does it say if you scroll up?
42.
So yeah, so I still did. Considering I got 2 -1s, I did pretty well.
They all sort of chipped in as well for you, other than like I said, the -1s and Mount.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and they beat Liverpool, didn't they? But he didn't actually do anything. Yeah.
He's not really. He sort of dropped off a little bit. His form. Pernell's asking, what's the score with Foden? You just noticed that yellow flag as well, didn't you?
Yeah, it just says knock, but I have to have a little read up.
Did he play for England?
Yeah, he played against San Marino, which was the last game, was it?
Yeah. I'm just looking on the City website now. It's just saying Foden to be assessed. Phil Foden came back with a knock and a problem with his leg, but he is getting better. So I don't know. It's
I hope he is back because they got back-to-back home games. So,
well, I would imagine definitely that second one, but this week might sounds like it might be.
Yeah, we've both got strong benches, haven't we? So it's not the end of the world.
At the moment, my bench. Well, we'll come on to it, but my bench is just all Arsenal at the minute.
Oh, is it? Not very optimistic of our chances against Liverpool there.
Not massively, no, not massively.
Maybe.
No, but then again, you are on form. I don't know. And Smith Rowe's on form. I don't know. Yeah, I was thinking that earlier. Maybe out of the three, probably Smith Rowe would be the one. If I did. Person sounds like Pep Roulette. Yeah, I agree. Even if he's fit, it sounds like it would be the sort of week where he's on the bench. But
yeah, I think if he has got a knock there and he's on the bench, it might be the sort of week where you could potentially start him, hoping that he starts. And if he doesn't start, he might not get brought on because if they're winning quite easily, what's the point risking him? So
yeah, there's always a chance with Man City that he comes on and scores as well or whatever. But you can't really not. It's too much of a risk to not play him, I would suggest. And he's picked by so many people now anyway that everyone's probably going to be going to end up taking that risk.
Yeah.
Sure. Let's have a little glance at the Foxes Fantasy League and see how people got on. I literally haven't looked at fantasy this whole break, so it's good to refresh.
Everyone's really close, within like a few points of each other, really.
There you go, Matt. I've finally overtaken Matt, at least for the time being. I think he took a big minus points.
Is it? Yeah, -8.
Yeah. So
I think he was maybe put Vardy in.
Yeah, it's not really working out for Vards at the moment.
Bit unlucky with Rudiger because they should have got a clean sheet, really.
Yeah, it's the danger of doubling up though on the defenders. That's why I don't like doing it.
I'm surprised that you benched Ramsdale when we were at home to Watford. Who did Brighton have? Newcastle. Okay, so it was a bit of a toss-up.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. He would have. He'd still be above me. Yeah, if he played. But yeah,
Tom had a good week after a poor week the week before.
Yeah, and
he went big on the Chelsea backline, so yeah, that fucked him over.
Gallagher as well, though, is he's knocking on the door. I think he's looking good. Like
yeah, big calls when he does. Yeah,
playing 90 minutes every game, and and like everything goes through him. He gets into the box a lot.
bonus points for sure. He's going to be like all over it, isn't it?
Yeah, man. Marcelo Sanchez got sent off. Fuck me. Same here, mate. Yeah, same here. But Ramsdale, yeah, that was a tough call. That's unlucky. And Paj just saying, evening, guys. Yes, Paj.
Right, Paj.
Yeah. But yeah, Cancelo is. Yeah, if I had just brought in Cancelo, then it would have been.
He's another one getting big hauls.
Yeah, it's just that it's the fact he's playing 90 minutes every week, isn't it? It's like
that's the reason. Yeah,
probably this will be the week he'll be benched. Probably.
Yeah, no doubt.
Paj, had a really strong week as well. Is you three are sort of.
The Arsenal boys as well. He knows what he's doing.
Yeah, true. What is Smith Rowe?
We've got the same midfield. We've got three. We've got basically the same defense other than Rudiger, and we've got the same attack as well. I think we've only got 3 players different actually in the whole squad.
And both bench Diaz as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. That having the fact that you guys had fairly similar squads just kind of shows that those are the players that did particularly well that week. It's like if at the moment it's like same with me and Matt. It's like if you either both have good weeks or both have bad weeks because you got such Frank never tunes in, and I told him that. So until he starts tuning in, I refuse to look at his team unless he starts like actually challenging. What's Billy saying? 60, pretty strong from him as well.
McCarthy,
McCarthy, the cheeky bonus for McCarthy there as well.
He went for a Chilwell captain. Basically the same sort of thinking as us with Reece James, so just a bit unlucky there, really.
Yeah, Chilwell was the form player until like a couple of weeks ago, and then it sort of switched over to James, hasn't it, recently? But
Cancelo on the bench.
Oh, who did they play again? Because we both benched
United.
That was United away. I just thought United would probably score, but I think with Man City, it's like you might as well bench. I'm surprised that he started Diaz though, and not Cancelo out of the 2.
Oh yeah, that's true. Maybe there was some doubt over Cancelo. I don't think there was, but Bernardo as well. That's a bit of a. Not many people can have him. 6.9%.
Yeah, that's quite a sneaky little shout actually.
He hasn't done too bad.
That's it. Not a clue what's going on this week. Not even looked at. See you get pissed up. Late night transfers incoming. That's sometimes the best way, mate. But we were saying the same before we started the stream. Like, I suppose the international break is a chance to just take a step away from it and just take a little break. Exactly. Get your thoughts ready to go again. What is Matt's team saying?
Matt's.
Yeah,
looking like pre-transfers.
Because we already looked, didn't we? Sorry, I forgot. I forgot that we'd looked. But this is me and him have like almost identical fucking teams anyway at the moment. What's Pern saying then? Pern's like I touched on, he's had a few tough weeks. He was loving life a few weeks ago, tuning in every week, giving me bants, and like the WhatsApp messages have dried up, the comments have dried up.
It's because he listened to your Vardy shout, that's why.
Mate. I took him out early doors, so if you'd been listening to me, you would have got rid of him by now.
He's fallen off he's gone off the ball, hasn't he, Gray?
Yeah. Well, Everton in general, I think without Calvert-Lewin, they're just not as potent. And they got dicked
now as well.
Yeah, tough.
They have been dicked. They got smashed by Watford, lost to Wolves, and drew with Spurs.
Mate, I refuse that. I did not. Even when I put Vardy in, I don't think I was a huge advocate for it. It was trying to be a differential because I'm trying to beat the crowd, and then everyone followed. But I'm not taking the blame for that. yeah, De Bruyne though as well with COVID. So that's yeah. Perns, who are you bringing in for De Bruyne? Let us know.
Is it just 1 week? Is it just 1 week that he's out for? It'll be 2 weeks.
It's 2 Prem games and a Champions League game.
Yeah.
I'll give you a piece of advice now, but I reckon if De Bruyne's out, I personally would be looking at Heung-min Son. I reckon that would be my shout, or get Harvey Barnes in, mate. He's the boy.
Oh, not another Leicester, tragic Leicester.
Yeah. Although on that note, Yuri Tillemans is out now for a few weeks, I think. So that's a bit worrying because he's without him. I think we're going to be in a bit of trouble.
I think Rodgers could be in a bit of trouble as well. Yeah, without Tillmans and the results and the performances.
I don't know, man. I think it would have to go very bad for Rodgers to actually be in trouble. I think there's a lot of frustration, but yeah, I don't actually seriously think he's in any sort of trouble. Perns are saying he's got Son already.
Good lad.
Yeah, so Ben, they have got a good run. Yeah, Matt was also saying the international break just to encourage us to put Kane in. I think Kane, it could be a good time for him because but I don't know. I'm just still a bit unconvinced with Tottenham. I think there's a lot of hype with Conte going there, but I still think we need to see how they do. What about Greg and Spooner then? Last couple.
A lot of people had Sanchez. Armstrong's been not a bad shout the last few weeks, hasn't he? For
last couple, about time he did something, but it was a nice goal he scored. Well, wasn't it? It was a hell of a finish.
Yeah, that was a good finish actually on his left, wasn't it? The defense is looking good.
I think he's got a really good team now. It's just but the captain choice is so much rest on it, and Mount not starting and coming on for a one. Just it was a bit unlucky there, but I think the actual team itself is looking a lot better.
He's going to have to make a goalie change because he's got Raya and Sanchez, so we have to bring another keeper in. Yeah,
we'll have a little gander keeper options in a bit.
Yeah.
Spooner.
37.
37. Right. Yeah. Ronaldo captain against Man City was a bit ambitious. But he also had 4 players in that one game, which is always a bit of a risk.
Yeah.
And, some points on the bench as well. So
still
proper. And Ben Foster as well was on the bench. He got 11 points.
Yeah, 11. Yeah.
That's unfortunate. He's actually in my defense. Shit. How far is he cut adrift now? I'll have a little look. Because
80 points.
Yeah, that's not ideal. But there's a long way to go. All right. Shall we? Let's have a gander at your team then. What? Can you actually remember then if you've made any transfers or not?
I will do now that I've seen my team from last week. So this is all looking the same. No, I haven't made any transfers. It says down there somewhere, doesn't it? I'll just double check. Does it say down there? Yeah, none. So
I think that's in relation to Spooner, the gap. Yeah. You can still do it, mate. You can. I still believe I can win this league. So if I can win this league, you can.
That is absolutely deluded.
That wild card, that January wild card last year, I was that set me flying, son. So beware of that when I get a chance. But yeah, so what are the fixtures? Let's have a quick remind ourselves.
So let's clean sheet.
It's actually a good shout. They probably will get a clean sheet. Although, having said that, this is the sort of game where Vardy does actually tend to fucking score. So, but no, I would say Chelsea have a very good chance of winning a clean sheet there. I did see that they're missing Lukaku. Is still missing, I think, Kovacic.
Werner, is he still out?
I think Werner might be back.
Okay.
I think it was Lukaku, Kovacic, and someone else, but I can't remember. But yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. Sometimes we turn up in these big games, but yeah, a lot of people doubling up on Chelsea defense. I think that is a bit risky for that game.
Yeah. And then Stevie G's first game in charge at home to Brighton, not a terrible fixture to start.
No, they do that, don't they? They do that. They sack these managers, but they always make sure that they usually try and get a good little run of fixtures.
Yeah, definitely.
Do they have a good little run, or is it? I mean, that is a good game to start with.
Palace next. I mean, on paper, good, but they are in form, Palace.
Yeah.
And where are they?
Okay, maybe not, but they've given him a good first fixture. I'll be interested to see if there's a bit of a manager bounce there. I think that's quite. I don't know. It's an interesting appointment. It could, I think it could be good for them.
Quite a good fixture for Gallagher against Burnley.
Yeah, true. I think that if I had Gray or Townsend, which do you still have one of them?
No,
I know he brought Smith Rowe back in. But if I did, anyone who's got Townsend or Gray still, I would seriously be considering Gallagher as the replacement.
Yeah.
Newcastle, Brentford. So are you going to stick with your boy Tony for that?
I reckon because Eddie Howe's in charge now, isn't he? And he can see his goals galore. So I'll give him one last go against Newcastle, even though they're going to be right up for it. But that doesn't mean fuck all. Like I'll give Tony more chance to save my transfer, I think.
All right, cool. Norwich Saints. Norwich finally got their first win. Saints doing all right though, aren't they? They're doing decent. It could be another one for Livramento, I think.
Yeah, Hassan Hootel's a good manager. I reckon like he'll make a move soon to a better team. Very slightly
stick with him, mate. Stick with him. See where that gets you. Like
not a bad fixture for a good fixture for Livramento, so that's all good.
Yeah, I think I'll probably play him again. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, United should smash Watford really. Obviously neither of us got any United players, have we? So that might be one.
I definitely wouldn't bank on them keeping a clean sheet though, because Watford have got goals in them. But you'd expect a United win. There'll be a few Ronaldo captains about this week.
For sure.
Yeah.
Wolves, West Ham. You've still got Jimenez, yeah.
Yeah, and Antonio. So,
and I've got Hwang as well. So I'll probably be benching. I can see that being. I don't know. I wouldn't really want to play any of those, but
that's a tough one. That's a tough one. That's a bit of an issue in my lineup actually having both of those because I don't know.
This is my main problem. I've got 3
Same here. Yeah.
But they've still got good fixtures coming up, so I'm just gonna have to, like you said, have to maybe bench at least 2 of them. I'll probably play Smith Rowe.
Liverpool missing a few players, aren't they? I saw a whole list actually the other day.
Yeah, we'll look at the injuries in a minute, but this could be our chance to beat Liverpool like in a long time. So we've got a few injuries as well, though. Oh, also, I don't know if it showed up on your team, but I was reading earlier that Aubameyang came back early from internationals, so Arteta was very coy on whether he'd be playing or not. So you might want to keep an eye on that.
I'm not gonna start him anyway, to be honest. Like I said, if I start any of the Arsenal players, it'll be Smith Rowe.
It'll be an attacker, isn't it? Because Liverpool have been conceding a few goals.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and like you say, I mean, Arsenal are the kind of the form team at the moment, so it's not a given. No. So I think maybe playing one of them is and also if they do score, if Smith Rowe scores, whatever, that will also upset a lot of Trent owners and Liverpool defender owners. So I
think as well if we have got a few players out, like I know Partey was out last week, which wasn't so bad because we had Watford, but with him missing in the midfield against Liverpool, that would give me more. I'd be thinking more about putting Salah captain. If we've got a few players out, if we've got our best starting 11 out, then I might look elsewhere.
I think I probably will go for Salah captain. I think doesn't he have quite a good record against Arsenal? I know that.
like 4 or 5-0 every season for the last like 4 years. So
yeah, I know that. Yeah, I know you're a bit of a different proposition at the moment, but still, I think based on his ownership and them being at home, I think that he'll be the captain. Man City, Everton. So on form, I think Man City will. I mean, everybody's going to be getting Gray and Townsend out of their teams this week. That'll be that'll be the most transferred out. We'll have a look in a minute, but they must be. They must be. And I'd expect Man City to win that pretty comfortably and probably get a clean sheet as well.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure I took Walker out for Cancelo rather than doubling up, which I'm just thinking might not have been the best idea, but maybe that was all I could do. And then Spurs Leeds, that could be it could be a good game. Wouldn't expect a clean sheet for either side, but I wonder if Bamford's back for Leeds because they've been pretty shit without him.
Yeah, they have.
And but they having said that, Leicester played them last week and they deserve to win. To be honest, they were the better team, and Phillips is back, who's obviously quite a big player for them. That was his first game back. So So they also had some guy come back. I can't remember what his name was, but he'd been injured for like ages. I hadn't played in like.
Youngish guy was it?
Yeah, and I imagine he's really cheap, and he looked pretty good. He was like a winger, I think. Can't remember what his name was now, but
should we get on to have a look at the transfers?
Yeah, so you're not going to do any transfers, is it? You don't think?
Well, we'll have a look now because
based
on who's injured and who's not. Because if like there's some big players out for big teams and I can get a cheap option in there, then maybe. Yeah. So should we start with?
Maybe just have a look at transferred in and out. Because it gives you the sort of top ones, doesn't it?
Yeah. So transfers out round. Let's start with. So no surprise, Alonso is still on a massive decline now. Chilwell's starting. And that are suspended or injured or out.
I wonder how many people went from Trent to Alonso and then back to Trent. That's what you did.
Yeah, so I did it.
Yeah, I bet that's very common.
Rudiger and Azpilicueta quite high percent. Their fixtures are still alright, aren't they?
I reckon there's a lot of people not wanting to double up.
Yeah.
Probably got 2 Chelsea defenders and Leicester and Man City was it. So
see, look, this is stupid. Like Diaz is one of the most transferred out defenders because he didn't play. No, wait, did he play? He did play, didn't he? There was a game recently.
Yeah.
I don't know why I guess the people move into Cancelo.
Yeah, it must be. Well, we'll see from the transfers in, but it must be people moving to Cancelo. I wonder how much Cancelo's gone up because, like I said, I got him in like as soon as last week's game week closed. I put him in like immediately. So
all the Chelsea defenders. Do you reckon Reece James has got to be up there then, hasn't he, with most transferred in? If the other 4 or 5 Chelsea defenders are out, so.
Yeah, definitely. Which is a bit annoying because it just means that everybody's at the moment everybody's kind of moving towards very similar teams.
Yeah.
At least in defense anyway, and midfield. Maybe the strikers is where probably the most differences are, but I feel like a lot of defenders and midfielders are starting to get quite samey.
Yeah. Like you said, Tillmans is out. Gray is massively transferred out, and Mount again. That looks like a bit of a panic. People taking him out.
And Townsend. I
think a lot of people taking Mount out are going to be moving to Smith Rowe and saving the money for something else.
Maybe, but I feel like I said with Mount, he hasn't been playing because he's been actually like he was ill or injured or one of the two. So that's why I'm sticking with him because it's not like he was just dropped. For tactical reasons, it was actually because he wasn't 100% fit.
Grealish is on a bit of it,
see Gray and Townsend both up there, no surprises there.
And now Rashford's back, so Greenwood's out.
Yeah, a lot of people taking Foden out.
He ain't gone down, has he?
Nah, he wouldn't have yet.
He wouldn't have gone down there.
Nah, not yet. And Kovacic, I don't know how long he's out for, but it's red flag. Firmino, red flag. I think Firmino and Mane were 2 of the Liverpool players who were injured.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, it's. I wonder if Jota will probably be on the transfer in as well. So
Yeah,
people
it sounds
say
like.
Maximan out per now. He was on the list. I wonder if you're planning on keeping him or not. Transferred in McCarthy. So yeah,
You did say, didn't
Ramsdale.
we, that a lot of people might move from Sanchez to McCarthy, and that was before the suspension. So yeah, they've obviously decided that that's the. I think they've got pretty decent fixtures. Norwich, okay, Liverpool, yeah, but then 2 home fixtures. So
Yeah, but it's also because of the Sanchez red card, isn't it?
yeah.
So people have just moved across.
Yeah.
I'm a bit surprised that Ramsdale's so high just because you have got Liverpool away.
I know. Yeah.
But I suppose on actual performances and on form, it does make sense.
Yeah. I guess he could get a lot of save points.
Pernell's already has to take a -4, so I'm guessing that'll be you had Townsend or Gray in it, so that'll be one of them, and then and De Bruyne. Yeah.
Yeah, no surprise. James is most transferred in. Well, other than Gallagher, fucking hell.
Cancelo. 620,000 Gallagher's. That is huge.
Isn't it? It's always nice when you
5.5 must have
yeah,
been.
yeah. Well, it could have been as low as 5, maybe. Probably not. How do I?
I can't even. I can't remember.
I
remember. Smith Rowe was like 5.8. He went down to 5.4 in it at one point.
Yeah,
maybe even 5.3.
Yeah, he went down to 5.3 briefly, which is when I first brought him in, and then I stupidly got rid of him at 5.5. Brought him back at maybe 5.5 again or 5.6, but
yeah. But this is
he's
what I mean.
Quite highly selected now, 22% and 18. Yeah, it is annoying.
It's good for my squad. I mean, I shouldn't complain too much though, because, like I say, I have put in quite a few of these players, like Rafinha, Smith Rowe. Antonio wasn't super early, but early enough. So, I at least I built a bit of squad value now. So when I do come to play that wild card, and I might do it early because of the fact that everybody's. Although obviously there's a lot of games between now and January, but
yeah,
if it's a case that I need to try and mix things up, then yeah, that squad value will come in handy at least. So it's not a bad thing. It's just that, like I say, if you think that everybody's going to be captain Salah, and then everybody's going to have Reece James, Smith Rowe, etc. Yeah, it's getting more and more difficult. But yeah, Jota, it looks like it's a good time to get Jota back in.
Yeah, good fixtures.
Now saying if you click on him and it's on the right.
That's what I thought, but I think I'm just being a monk because I'm using. I've just got to scroll. Have I? It's not letting me scroll. It's because I'm on the PC today rather than the laptop. I don't know.
No, if you go scroll down. It doesn't even matter. But so there's a little scroll bar at the bottom of underneath totals.
There we go.
You see what I mean?
Oh, underneath there.
Yeah.
Piss off. Why is it just highlight and then disappear? Sorry, we're not doing this.
It doesn't matter. Anyway, it was 5.5 anyway, so fuck it.
It is 5.5, yeah. So Kane, a lot of people are going for it. I know Reedy said that he's gone for it.
I think it's a bit of a risk though, man. He's so expensive. But those fixtures, yeah, fucking hell.
Woo.
Yeah.
If I didn't have someone, I'd be considering that, but yeah.
But I think, I don't know, Leeds and Burnley away are not. You're unlikely to smash Burnley away. You probably win, but you're not going to. But those two home fixtures, Brentford and Norwich, they have got Kane hat tricks written all over them.
I think the people think this is people that are behind and they want the edge, and this is probably the most likely you're going to get. But yeah, like I said, it is a bit of a risk because they've looked poor in the 2 games that they have played under Conte. So
yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if a few people like triple captain and maybe even.
Maybe one of those. Maybe one of those home fixtures. Norwich at home, for example. I think that would be a good shout. People bringing Ronaldo back in, Jimenez, which is decent. People still bringing in Vardy, which I'm a bit surprised about, to be honest, man.
Yeah, to be fair, Ronaldo was on the transferred out list as well, so people just don't know.
Right, I thought it was the sort of difference that they, but no, yeah, no, that makes sense.
Yeah,
right, yeah, that makes sense.
Hwang's still on up as well, so that's all good. Should we have a look at a few teams and have a look at their injuries?
Yeah.
So you said Liverpool. Let's have a look.
Yeah, I think they've got.
So Robertson's a doubt.
Yeah.
Hamstring.
Which is dodgy, I think. It's hamstring.
Hendo. They've got quite a lot of.
Gomez, Keita, Milner. Yeah, even Milner's been playing me too. Mane's not highlighted here. I thought Mane was one of them, but maybe not.
So I'm wondering if Henderson's. Let's just say that he is out, and Keita and Jones and Milner are out. Who's going to be playing midfield? It'll be Thiago and Fabinho's.
Yeah, it's still pretty good. Still pretty bloody good. And yeah, they'll have Salah, Jota, and Mane, I guess, then as the front three. So they've still got a pretty strong team. That Arsenal. It's going to be tough. Yeah. It's going to be a tough game. Are you going to go Salah captain then?
Still unsure. It's out. I could Son. Yeah, I don't know. It's probably out of Salah and Son for me. Who Chelsea got again?
Leicester. It's the early kickoff as well.
That low winter sun causes all sorts of havoc in midday kickoffs. I can't be dealing with midday.
I think James and Mount are my two, so I think I will play them. Like I say, I think Leicester, we're not on form. Yuri Tielemans is out, so I'm expecting the Chelsea win there.
Only Partey and Aubameyang unlikely, so that's not too bad for Arsenal.
Yeah, it still says 75% chance of playing on here for Aubameyang.
Yeah.
I don't. Yeah, those chances of playing. Do you know what? My fixtures are a bit bothersome in my team. Yeah, they're not ideal. Should I get my team up?
Yeah.
So I'm at the moment I'm going for. So I had still on the bench. So like I say, I probably will take Sanchez out, and actually I'm probably losing value on him, which is not ideal. Oh no, he's still 4.6. So even if he drop, I had him at 4.5. So even if he drops one, that's not a problem. I'll probably take him out next week. I mean, I think he's on a 3-game suspension. So it's whether or not I just start still for 3 games. But they do have. I seem to remember that they've got some decent fixtures.
They have.
Well, he's going to miss the Leeds and West Ham game. That'll be Steele, and then Southampton, Tottenham, Wolves. Yeah, I don't know. I'll think about it. I might make a change there. But for this week, I'll go for Steele. Villa haven't exactly been scoring a lot of goals.
True.
And then I've got Cresswell, James, Livramento, and Cancelo. So Cancelo, that was my transfer. How much has he gone up? 6.5.
So 0.5 overall, but what 0.1 since you bought him?
Yeah, just the 0.1. So, but I'm pretty happy with that defense. But then this is my conflict: is I've got Cresswell, Jimenez, and Antonio in the same team at the moment, which
that's not ideal.
And then Mount, Salah, Foden, Rafinha. Yeah, it's like Rafinha away to Spurs isn't ideal, but I think that's the way he's playing at the moment. That's okay. It doesn't matter so much.
Yeah.
Jimenez and Antonio. So then if I was to bring in Smith Rowe, I guess it would either be for Cresswell and hope that both kind of Wolves and hope it's a high scoring game essentially. Or one of those strikers probably, but I don't know. It's tough. It's tough to even choose between them in that fixture. Like, who would you?
Yeah, who's a Wolves at home?
Yeah,
I think I'd definitely want to play Cresswell. I think just because of his potential attacking returns.
Yeah, I would probably it would make sense to drop Jimenez and double up on West Ham and hope that West Ham win.
Yeah.
Basically,
I mean, they did just beat Liverpool, so
yeah,
they
they're
are
playing really well. Yeah,
Wolves aren't exactly bad, but
yeah. Matt saying he finally took Tsimikas out last week and stuck with him as fifth defender.
And now Robbo's out. Well, potentially out, unless it's
I think he might be definite. I'm not sure why he's a yellow. I thought I heard that he was out.
okay.
So yeah, Tsimikas actually will be back in, but not worth it for 1 week or whatever.
No.
And then if I was to make any transfers, which because I could take a -4, but it would have to be worth my while. But I guess it would probably be Aubameyang. Just annoys me a little bit that it would be literally in and out. But if I was to go for another forward,
could get Kane, could you? Have you got money in the bank?
No. I've got no money in the bank, so it would have to be a money saving exercise.
Jesus
immediately caught my eye. Yeah, at home to Everton. Team selected by 10%, and that would save me 1.3. Yeah, like if I went for because if I did, say I did that and then I downgraded Mount for Gallagher, then I would have a lot of money to put into to like upgrade someone else. Maybe look at get Kane in time for those games. But yeah, Jesus is tempting. I'm not gonna lie. Other strikers. Is that Danny Ings is back, isn't he? Danny Ings, Brighton at home, could be a shout as well. Palace away, but then they got some tough ones after that. I don't know. Though it just depends on the impact.
What about again? It's not like it's not 100% that he's going to start, but Rashford's a midfielder. I was going to say if he's a striker, he might be a shout.
No. Yeah. Matt suggests Tony or Pookie. Good chance. Yeah, I don't know. Probably Jesus would be the one, and I am tempted. I am pretty tempted by that. Not gonna lie, but then I don't know. -4. Who have asked? Did you say they got good fixtures again after that?
I think they're all right. I don't think they're as good as they have been. Oh God.
Well, there's that Newcastle at home game though. Is
I'll make my Arsenal changes after that one. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll give Aubameyang one chance for that. He's gone up to. Oh no, this is Smith Rowe. Sorry. Yeah, maybe I'll give him one more chance for that Newcastle at home game.
Bamford's still out. Unknown return date.
Oh really?
Yeah. What about Callum Wilson?
It's just that I got burnt by Wilson at the start. I just think Newcastle are just shit. So
They got 3 out of the next 4 at home.
Yeah.
Norwich and Brentford.
Is it?
I
do like Wilson as a player, but I think it's a bit of a either him or Saint Maximin could do equally well. Like Saint Maximin, in theory,
he's 0.6 cheaper as well, Saint Maximin.
Yeah, exactly. So, but then they're just not a good enough team for me to take that risk. I don't think. And like I said, I had Callum Wilson. Remember, I put him in instead of Antonio game week 1, and that cost me. that cost me. Pans is saying you like Wilson. I mean, that's one of the reasons why I'm why I started so bad was that I made that call at the last minute, and I think that with that still being fresh in my mind, I don't really want to go back there.
It's slim pickings really with the strikers, isn't it? Like, I'd much prefer to spend my money on a good midfield.
Yeah, I agree. That's why looking at Lukaku. I mean, Jesus is like the only one who really tells me that. What about? I mean, there's Werner, but
He's on a yellow,
oh, is he?
but I don't know if Tuchel said anything. If he's going to be back or
Yeah,
whatever.
Kovacic, Lukaku, and Werner are out for them. That could play into Leicester's hands a bit. What about United? What are they looking like? Varane still out. Shaw is a doubt. Pogba's out. McTominay's a doubt. And
They're all
Cavani.
expensive as well, aren't they? It's like taking a big risk on players you don't know are going to.
Sancho 8.9, 12 points. 12 points, man.
Only selected by 1%. I think he was the highest selected or second highest selected in game week 1.
Must have been right up there, yeah. What was he? Nine though, was he? Or 9.5?
9.5, yeah.
9.5, yeah, fucking hell. 12 points, that is absolutely shocking. Fred's got more than him. And McTominay.
Look at how many minutes he's played though. Fuck all.
Yeah, well, yeah, exactly.
He hasn't played more than 70 minutes, and the rest of the time it's like 30. But yeah, he's not going to. It's too much of a chunk of your money to be putting him in. You have to wait and see if he starts getting some starts. But
yeah,
United are just. Fernandez is expensive. You'd rather have Salah. Yeah, not really. And Ronaldo, I'd probably rather have Kane or Lukaku when he's back.
yeah. But yeah, I think it's going to be Salah captain. Matt wish he kept St. Maximan. I don't know. He had a little hot burst, like a hot streak. Their fixtures are quite good, but I don't know. I don't think that necessarily will be a mistake. But I think they're taking this. It's the -8s that are the risk. I think. Man. Yeah, that's you got to be careful, and that's it. I don't know. I need to think about whether or not I want to take a -4. I might just leave it, but I think I will be captaining Salah, and yeah, just sort of hoping for the best a bit this week.
Yeah, Brentford have got quite a few injuries actually. So I am thinking that I might switch Tony up for St. Maximan.
Oh, have you got the money for that? Have you?
Yeah, bang on.
Is it?
Be rude not to sign.
Yeah, that's yeah. So what? 6.8. Yeah, well, I saw about Armstrong was quite high on the transferred in list. I noticed. But yeah, it is slim pickings for strikers. You're right.
Because the defense, I just think, is the best value, especially with some of the attacking wing backs you got, like Trent and James.
Yeah,
like, when the wild card comes around, I think I will seriously look at having Cancelo, Trent, James, and Chilwell.
Really, yeah.
Yeah.
That's sort of the approach that Dom's been taking, in it, is like big on like doubling up from both Chelsea and City sort of thing.
Yeah.
Which is a good shout. I mean, a couple of weeks ago as a striker, I would have suggested Kelechi because he was starting again, but it seems to have dropped back out of the team now, so I wouldn't go there.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. All right, I think we might leave it there. Yeah, it's good to have it back. Anyway, I'm looking forward to a weekend of Premier League football and fantasy, and I think with the nature of it being quite a stop-start season so far, it's nice to just get into some where it's games coming thick and fast. We'll have to decide, like I say, during the Christmas period, whether we try and do it by game week, because technically we haven't missed a game week yet, have we? But it's been over the weekend, so yeah, people who's watching, let us know. Innit? Should we do it by game week or stick with one a week?
I think it would be good to do it by game week, but maybe we could cut them down a bit. But we do go on a bit, so it might be hard to do that. But
there's always just so much to talk about.
I think if it's a midweek where there's only like 2 or 3 fixtures, then maybe it's not worth it. But if it's a full fixture list, Tuesday, Wednesday, then I think it's probably got to be done.
Yeah. I agree. But yeah, all right. Good luck, man. Good luck to everyone watching.
Captain's on, by the way.
Your captain Son. Big
Yeah.
shout. Big shout. Come on, Mo. Let's go. Let's go.
I got faith, boys.
But yeah, good luck to everyone. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Join the Foxton Fantasy League. The link is in the description. And yeah, hope you all have decent game weeks.